All right, we are going to go ahead and start our post-qualifying press conference. We are now joined by David Ragan, driver of the number 60 RFK Racing Ford. If you have a question for David, please raise your hand and we'll get a wireless microphone. We'll start right over there.
Steven Stump, Frenchers.com. David, you're watching on pit road. You have a 7-time champion, 2-time Daytona 500 winner, trying to beat your time. What's going through your head, and how much of a relief it is to make it and not have to worry about tomorrow?
Well, initially I thought, man, we're cutting this way too close. I felt like we would have a really fast race car, and we do, but I really wasn't expecting that lap from Anthony. That was a great lap for him and that team, so congratulations to those guys. But I didn't have a chance to beat Jimmy Johnson too often in my career when he was and I were running week in and week out. So I'll take the small victories when I can. And, yeah, that just shows you how close the competition is. All these teams work really hard on all the details, and every tenth and half of a tenth means something. And so to be able to get locked in on pole night is really special. We've still got a lot of work in front of us to have some speed to go contend for a win, but couldn't be more proud of the RFK team for the effort so far.
And for tomorrow, since you do have the locked-in spot, is there kind of like a balance between, both preserving the car, but also, being able to mix it up and kind of get a sense of what the racing will be like for Sunday?
Yes, there's a balance for sure that we want to tread lightly. Certainly, we do want to race this car. It's our primary for a reason. But the duels, that's the best opportunity to learn how your car is going to drive in the draft, what kind of speed it has, and also build some rapport with some other cars out there to kind of get a feel for who can help you and who you can help. So we're going to race. We came down here to race, and that's a good opportunity to learn. Certainly, if things get a little sideways, we'll back it off a little bit and be a little more conservative than normal, but I feel like the duels are a great chance to race, and that's what we're here for.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right up here.
Jacob Zillman, Raceface Digital. David, this is arguably your best shot at the 500, maybe since you were with Roush the first time back in 2011. Has Jack been here today? And if not, have you had a chance to talk to him yet after locking in? And just what does this mean to be back with this ownership group and be back in the 500?
So I haven't talked to Jack today, but I have spent some time chatting with him, lately, and it's always great to get some words of advice from Jack, and I owe a lot to Jack Roush and Jeff Smith back in the day to take a chance on a 19-year-old kid that just wanted to go racing. So certainly there is a lot of pride to come back to Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing and to see how successful they've been in the past couple of seasons and getting that team turned back around. And I know that makes Jack real proud and real happy. Yeah, he'll be at the racetrack this weekend. And yeah, I can't wait to I don't have my phone with me, so maybe he's tried to call me or text me. He's a pretty good texter, so I'll have to go back and see what he's doing. I know he's watching with a lot of great interest, and I know he'll have some words of advice for me too. So, yeah, I owe a lot to Jack, and I'm grateful that he and Brad had enough confidence in me to drive one of their race cars and be a teammate this weekend.
All right, we'll go to Jenna.
Jenna Fryer, APA. Sorry, we were just complimenting each other's shoes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, David, you got 4 races in the next gen car in 2022. No races last year, correct? I don't know how much time, if any, you've had in the dark horse. So, do you feel any difference from what you knew in 2022 and what time you've had in this year's model yet?
I haven't. I've done all the testing for Ford with their wheel force program the last 4 or 5 seasons, and so I've got thousands of laps in the regular race cars. But the dark horse, I think only the guys, the drivers that participated in the Phoenix test are the only couple that have laps competitively in that car. So. Simulation is so much of our world today, and that's a lot of my duties with Ford Performance and supporting the team's needs. So we've had a lot of laps already at Atlanta and Las Vegas and Phoenix and a lot of tracks already. So I think they've got a pretty good handle on it. We didn't really know much of what to expect at Daytona, but knowing that how much the speedways mean to Edsel Ford and the Ford family and the Ford Performance team, I know that they didn't overlook the performance at these speedway races. So I expect it to be fast. This is just a small sample size for what we'll see on Thursday and the rest of the week. But to answer your question, these are the first competitive laps that I had in the Dark Horse Mustang. No, you can't tell. I mean, I think the objective was to definitely find a little bit more pure raw speed at these intermediate and short tracks. And so I think they didn't want to take anything away from the success the Fords have had at Daytona and Talladega and Atlanta last several seasons. But we know that we needed, in order to win more races and contend for championships, we needed to be a little bit better at those intermediate style tracks. So hopefully it's the best of both worlds. But I'm pretty optimistic and a little surprised with how much speed all the Fords have shown so far tonight.
Are there any other questions? All right. Thank you for your time and good luck this weekend.
Yeah, thank you.